All right, I'm back. So what we have here now is Urban Champion, or rather the arcade version of Urban Champion. This was originally a very early Famicom/NES game. It was released in NES as part of their Black Box series of launch window games. And this is a rare example of a console to arcade conversion. So someone in Nintendo thought that Urban Champion needed a little bit of a facelift. If you've ever happened to play the NES version, this game functions essentially the same, but with a few notable differences. The biggest thing being that this has an actual scoring system built in. The console version, the only method of progression showed was how many opponents you defeated, whereas this actually adds in bonuses for being an opponent as well as a timer. They also add a lot more palette options for your opponents. There's some pretty interesting combinations we'll see here. And then also they do ramp up in difficulty a lot more than the NES version. Those are really the main noticeable differences. Oh, and also the music itself got a little bit of a facelift too from the NES version. And yes, as some people have mentioned, this version is extremely rare, so rare it's never been dumped into MAME. This game is actually not currently emulatable, so the only way to play this game is either you're lucky enough to own a PCB of it, or luckily enough, Hamster ported this to the Switch as part of their Arcade Archives collection, which is what I'm playing off of today. Now, since this is a game that is an old arcade game, so it loops infinitely, instead of doing more of an exhibition type run, I'm going to challenge myself to get 15 victories. A victory in this game counts whenever you knock an opponent to a manhole after they lose 3 rounds, or they get taken away by the police, and that is their third loss. So I think without further ado, we'll go and get started here. Sorry about that. Alright, so the big strategy I'm going to use for most of this run is there's 2 types of punches you can throw in this game: light punches and heavy punches. Light punches will knock your opponents back a bit. Heavy punches do a lot more knockback as well as knockdown. And what I want to do is maneuver myself so that my punches, because your opponent will always, when they get up, they will approach you defaultly, so you want to time your blows to hit them just as they're entering your punches hitbox. I'll take that trade. Yeah, the timer's been the real final boss of Coin-Op Classic so far. And this strategy works for generally the first, it's pretty consistent for at least the first 10 opponents. Eventually, though, it does get to be... Well, you'll see. Opponents do get to be a little more squirrely. Also, there's this angry shopkeeper that will occasionally throw flower pots down. If you get hit by a flower pot, you are dazed and vulnerable to getting knocked down by your opponent. So try to avoid getting hit by that. And yeah, there's not really a whole lot of palette options in the NES version for your opponents. They add a lot more for the arcade version here. And go to your hole. Okay, time to take out this white meat baby face. This guard down there, so I'm going to go up. And there's also another exploit in this game. So you can guard high or low. When you shift your guard, though, your hitbox is still active, on that portion you shifted your guard to for like a frame or two. So if you throw a meaty hit, even though you shifted your guard up, you're still vulnerable in that part of your body. So I need to watch to see when the cube appears going to guard shift, and then prepare to do a meaty blow in that portion when they come back at me. Also, now here we go. Opponent number 4. I like this opponent. Gonna fight Jay Leno here. I have a couple nicknames that come up over time for some of these palette swaps. And yeah, it's really important to get into this this loop here at the beginning of each round. It makes these fights go a lot smoother. Calm with a counter. And down you go. Oh, there we go. There's one extend in this game at 50,000 points, which just got right there. So now we have 4 lives to work with for the rest of the game. Another big thing too is when you transition from one screen to another, your starting position is based on your position that you end up in at the end of the last round, because your character will always walk a default or a set range. So the more to the right you are at the end of a round, the more towards the right you'll start at the end of the next round, beginning of the next round. There we go. That is, we're got 5 victories. We're a third of the way there to our goal. It's about this time that the opponents start to get more aggressive with guard shifting, so I need to be really wary of when they're going to start doing that. And yeah, this game is, at least the NES version, is rather infamous. A lot of people consider it to be one of the worst launch titles for the NES. It was technically the Tales' first competitive fighting game, at a time where there weren't too many of them on the market. So, you know, context and all is important to take into account there. Oh, don't want to get nailed by a power pot. I'll take that trade. I'll take that any day. And it's not the first time that Urban Champion would be ported to something. There was also a 3D version, a 3D port of the NES game, released several years ago for the 3DS. Though that does not contain any of the other features that were in the arcade version. Anyways, we're gonna show this red shirt. We're gonna show this how much a jump he is. Okay, now I gotta go high. Ooh, he tried to fake out his guard there. Now I gotta go low. And our little victory tallies at the bottom right there. We start with boxing gloves, and now we progress to flags. Also, now we got to fight Red Fox here of Sanford Sun fame. He's seen all the trouble we've been causing. He has determined we are a bud that must be nipped. Also, I saw the indication. The race is on now. far, this battle's going pretty smoothly. Nice, there we go. Alright, now we gotta slug it out with John Travolta. Right off the set of Grease. My Switch is docked. I have it docked and it's hooked up into my capture setup. But I am playing off the Joy-Cons. Ooh, that's a trade there. Okay, he went low. And yeah, you saw the flower pots there. It's not too often that the AI will get hit by them. If it is, definitely take advantage of that. You want to avoid them as much as possible, though. It can really mess up your rhythm. So yeah, you can see the loop at work here. Oh, I was a little too late there on that heavy punch. Another thing about the AI in this game is that it gets an advantage. Usually with your heavy punches, they have a slower startup. The AI's punches, however, both heavy and light blows have the same startup as light punches. Like so. So that's why it's very important to keep them in the loop here. Just out of range, huh? Okay, there we go. Brawling at the bookstore blows, and then we'll hit him under recovery with light blows. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that. Uh-oh. Jesus, it's the cops. You saw nothing. Don't like that. It's really unfortunate positioning for these flower pots. Oh, shoot. Alright, that's right. Took one loss there, but it's all good. Oh, come on. Stop training with me here, buddy. There you go, get that loop going. Oh, I got knocked in the bar pot. Alright. Time to put this guy out of his misery. There we go. I thought he was gonna go low. Yeah, this is the part where I gotta really start concentrating. Oh man, you know, right? Yeah, it is Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man. That makes a whole lot of sense now. Demolition Man's a very good pinball machine too, by the way. Speaking of which, there is pinball happening tonight. You should tune in for that. It's gonna be awesome. There we go. I think this person is somewhat related to the other brawler we just fought. Just a hunch. I saw you trying to. Oh, I was a little too early there. Okay, we'll go for the light blow strat here. Try him on his recovery. Oh, come on. I'm gonna knock that flower pot. One more. Come on. There we go. Alright. Well, we need 2 more victories here. Opponents 14-15 have given me the most trouble in practice. It's gonna be a whole lot of bobbing and weaving going on here. Yeah, especially once you get to like this 14 point, you'll notice they start doing a lot more dodging as well. So the loop is no longer reliable. At least for the heavy loop. Gotta start going for light punches now. Oh, shoot. Bad timing there. Yeah, this being in the middle here is like the worst place to be stuck at. It's so easy to get tagged by those pots. Okay. One more victory to go here. Try not to back up here. Just want to dodge. Please calm down up there. Alright, move along. Nothing to see here, officer. Yeah, I think their wake-ups also get slower here. For some reason on this stage. Once you get up to this difficulty. Oh, come on. Oh, sneaky. Yeah, if the time runs out, the police come by and, whoever is, if the opponent is more towards the right side of the screen, they'll lose. Otherwise, you lose. So it does get rid of that opponent. The bad news is, now it moves us up to the next tier of difficulty. And we still have to get, don't even get 2 more wins, technically. Oh, I thought I was gonna get comboed into there. Alright, just gotta give him the manhole. It's triumph or die time. Hey, there we go. 15 victories. Mission accomplished. I'm just gonna go ahead and write this out here. I'm very glad to reach that. That is not an easy amount of wins to reach here. And with that, I officially retire as the Urban Champion. And now I gotta drop the belt. Oh, nice. I actually got a pretty decent score from that. Just gonna rank in here. I'm very happy how that turned out. I'm glad I could hit the goal I set for myself out there. I do genuinely find this game very fascinating, especially this arcade version. like the little tweaks and stuff make it a lot more interesting over the NES version, especially for a single player. So if this interests you, I definitely recommend checking it out. It is on the Switch eShop. Like I said before, that's pretty much the only way to play this, unless you happen to know someone that owns the arcade board. Maybe someday it'll be a little more preserved as far as MAME goes, but at least this option exists for now. And with that, that's actually going to conclude my contribution for this year's Coin Op Classic. So thank you very much to Retro Gaming Live. Thank you everyone who watched for the GG support. Glad to have gotten the chance to participate again this year. With that though, next up we have Mooware coming at you with Arcade Spelunker 1 and 2. I'm sure people are probably familiar with the NES version of Spelunker, so if you've never seen Arcade Spelunkers, either of them, they got some pretty interesting differences, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But once again, thank you very much for everyone, and I'll see you in chat. I'll see you around. Take care.